My man Daryl made this comment based on the video I did about woman and how some men will use the term woman, woman. I mean, they will put the woe in there to say that women are a negative to men, that they are the woe unto men. And I went at length to describe how the word woman came from the idea of being taken out of man. He references and says that that's not correct. According to the scripture, the Hebrew word for man is ish, and woman is isha, based on Genesis 2:23, and it's actually ishaha, based on Genesis 2:23. Now, you are absolutely correct, sir, in regards to Genesis 2:23. But what you are missing is that in Genesis 1, the word is adapa, or adama. Sorry, it's adama, which is used to describe man in his creation on the sixth day. Further research, you will see that this terminology of adama comes from the Sumerian usage of the word adapa. Adapa also meant man, ruddy man, man of clay. This is when Ninharsag, Enlil, Enki, and Anu were in the Apsu, and they said, let us make Adapa in our own image, making man in our own image according to the Sumerian text. This is both their mythology as well as yours. In doing so, as the Israelites came out of Babylonian captivity and they had their stories and they're redacting their stories, they're editing their stories, they're putting putting their Old Testament, their Torah together. You have writers who wrote prior to that, and when they wrote Genesis 2, yes, a retelling of the creation story, as some may suggest, they wrote Ish for man and Ishaha for woman, once woman came into being. But prior to that, the writers of Genesis 1, which were definitely different than the writers of Genesis 2 and 3, they wrote on the sixth day, God created Adamah, meaning both men and women, on that sixth day, and told them to have dominion over the earth. This is clearly them basing their story off the Sumerian story, where Enlil and everybody creates Adapa, and then after they get it right, after 16 tries, Adapa and Titi are placed in the Garden of Eden in Chaldea. So, thank you, but we research further and deeper to understand these myths.